What's going on, everybody? You know, we were told for so long that yield max funds are horrible, horrible investments, yield traps, et cetera, et cetera. You're not seeing a lot of that content right now, are you? No. You know why? Because they're performing extremely well during this bull run. Now, I wanted to see how some of these funds would perform against my favorite ETF. My favorite ETF is SPY. By far, my favorite ETF. I like it better than any high yield fund. But looking at some of these numbers on total returns, we may have to change our thinking. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper. All right. So, yeah, SPY I would consider the benchmark for ETFs. You may not agree. I don't know what to say if you don't agree, but SPY is just absolutely a wonderful long-term growth ETF, right? Wonderful. There's no way some yield max funds, because we are told how horrible they are, that they're yield traps, that they don't perform, that they're going to zero, that people who invest in them are idiots, right? Well, I don't know what to tell you here, but the numbers are the numbers, and so many of funds are beating SPY in total return from different high yield families. So let's start here. Let's start with something like XDTE, okay? XDTE mimics the S&P, and again, SPY is outperforming SPX from January 1st until now. Funds like SPY-I, JEPI, right, that the norm would consider safe. Those funds are vastly underperforming SPY. And that's kind of to be expected, right? Covered call funds typically, there's some that I'm going to talk about here that don't follow this rule, don't overperform or outperform their underlyings. They just don't. They can't with their covered call structure. So SP, SPY-I, and JEPI are underperforming SPY. Okay, we would expect that. XDTE is outperforming SPY-I and JEPI by a large margin. It is also, since its inception, outperforming SPY. I don't know what to tell you. The numbers are the numbers. In total return, XDTE, you're up 17%. In total return from SPY, you're up 17%. So yeah, it's only beating it by 1 percentage point, but it's not underperforming it like some of the safer funds that people, get into. XDTE, since its short time here on this planet, is up 18%. SPY is up 17%. Now I want to do some yield max funds. So let's start with YMAX and YMAG. YMAX is underperforming SPY. So SPY, from when YMAX came online, SPY is a better investment for total return. What about YMAG? Oh boy. YMAG, since it came online the 30th of January of this year, is up 31% with dividends reinvested. If you didn't want to reinvest the dividends, you're up 27%, okay? SPY during that time is up 23%. So YMAG has been, since the beginning of January, or the end of January, the better investment than SPY. I don't know, you can call me all kinds of names, make videos about me, whatever you want to do, but the numbers are the numbers. YMAG outperforming SPY, XDTE outperforming SPY. Now I want to pull up some individual tickers. And the reason I want to do this is because we were told for so long how horrible high yield funds are, how horrible yield max funds are. There's no way they should be competing with their underlying and not even close to competing with SPY, et cetera, et cetera. So let's see how we've done on some of these. Let's start off with one of my favorites, AMZ. AMZ is so wonderful. It depends on a month you look, outperforms its underlying Amazon. It shouldn't be doing that. It's a covered call fund, but yet it does and is. So AMZ, if you had dividends reinvested from January 1st until now, you'd be up 34%. If you didn't want to reinvest in dividends, you want to keep them all, do whatever you want to do with them, whatever, you'd be up 29%. SPY, you're up 27%. So not only is AMZ oftentimes outperforming Amazon, it's also outperforming SPY. Pretty freaking incredible. Now, before I go any further, I know you could probably pull up a penny stock, right? And show a penny stock that trades at $1.05 has outperformed SPY for a year. I get it. But the difference is, we were told how horrible by content creators, how horrible YieldMax is. So I find this fascinating. You want to hear something crazy? What about NVIDIA? NVIDIA is up 132%. 132% since it came online. From that time comparison, SPY is up 27%. 132%. It's freaking wacko. It's crazy. Want to hear something crazier? Misty. Since it came online 22nd of February, it's up 189%. During that same time frame, SPY is up 26%. And again, before I get to the rest of these comparisons, which some of them will shock you, I know they're individual tickers, and it's a lot different than the S&P, but I already saw XDTE beating SPY, which is supposed to mimic it, and YMAG, because the YieldMax fund, supposed to be horrible, is also beating SPY. Okay, what about Phoebe? Meta, whatever. Phoebe has done really well. It is up 46%. SPY during this time, 27% since January 1st. So this whole year, you'd have made more money, almost double, by having it in Phoebe versus SPY. And you know the best part? You don't have to sell your shares to get profit, baby. That pays you a dividend every month. Phoebe up 46%. Are you kidding me? What about Nestle? Come on. It's a YieldMax fund. It's got to be horrible. It's trash. It's a yield trap. Nestle up 58% during this time. SPY up 27%. And again, most of these are doing really well competing with their underlying, although AMZ is the best, right? But still, Nestle up 58%. I don't know what to tell you. These funds have been wonderful during this bull run, and they've outperformed the market by a large margin. Okay, something like Coney that follows Coinbase, right? It goes up, it goes down, extremely volatile, right? This thing is up 44% since it came online. SPY up 27%. Coney, the lowly Coney. Now people hate on Coney for one reason or another. It's up 44% versus SPY up 27%. It's not even close. Okay, my last comparison. PP, PY. Certainly something named PP could not even be close to outperforming SPY, right? PP up 38%, SPY up 27% since January 1st. So now there are many YieldMax funds that are underperforming SPY and their underlying. That is absolutely true. However, there are many that are outperforming SPY and competing well with their underlying. Check some of these out. YMAG, AMZ, NVIDIA, Misty, Phoebe, Nestle, Coney, PP, and XDTE. These have all been extremely great and have all beat the S&P or SPY for the past year. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper, out.